I don't play a lot of Enigma in pubs though, because it just feels like you're truly relying on Black Hole. But I just love it here, and he has the dopest cosmetics.
He's got pretty good. I mean, maybe second by Earthshaker now, because Earthshaker's just come out with a huge. Oh, that arcade is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very tempted. My wallet, I've got to keep an eye on it. I've actually put it in a safe, and I've spun the lock. I don't know the key, so yeah.
What level do you need, by the way, to get
like
to get that
60, I think.
Ooh, okay. That's,
actually check.
That's a fair bit. That's a fair bit of money.
365, but... yeah.
All right.
That's a chunk
What
of
level are
change.
you, by the way?
Me, 181. Basically, it's kind of an interesting story as to how I'm such a high level, because I bought the 100 levels to start with, and then we were playing with some friends, and I think I was playing I can't remember which hero I was on, maybe Leshrac or something, and I got an ultra kill, and we were diving the fountain for a rampage, and then my friend stole it with a Reaper's Scythe, and he felt so bad that he bought me like 50 battle pass levels.
Wow. That's dope.
I was like, well, trading a rampage. I'd rather have the rampage, but I'll accept it.
I think I'm tempted to buy the battle pass. I still don't have one.
You don't have one. Get in 2019, bro.
I know. It's just that like my main account, the one that I bought all of the other battle passes, is like an account that I don't play in a long time.
Oh right.
And I just know I don't know which account I should buy the battle pass. You know, because that's like the OG one, but my highest MMR account is not my main one anymore. I'm just confused. But anyways, going back to the draft here, Razor is going to be picked up. So maybe it's a hero that he wants to lane versus that Tro. Overall, pretty good hero versus Tro. He's going to, out cannot decide where he wants to go. He's just going to get his damage sapped. No way to prevent it. I really like this Razor pick, actually. You know, we saw a lot of Tro yesterday. No Razors whatsoever. And I guess the question is this offlane Razor? Is this a mid Razor? Because I guess the Enigma actually becomes a support, right? This Razor being picked up, unless they want to last picky position 4/5.
Yeah, it seems likely. I think it's also prudent to point out here as well that Aachen actually usually ban this Razor. They've banned Razor in 75% of their games in this patch.
Huh.
And 5 out of 7 games in this qualifier as well. So, yeah, Aachen playing against a hero they're not really wanting to play against.
I think they felt forced to ban the Storm because Drow was not banned. And then they banned Drow and got the Razor. So, has some mind games there from the final tribe. You know, you see Enigma Silencer, you do expect the Drow to come up. So, they maybe felt forced to take that Storm. But interesting.
Final Tribe also don't really pick Razor very much. It's not one of their main heroes. They barely pick this hero, in fact. So it's kind of interesting that they do decide to pick it up. But it's so good versus the Troll Warlord that it's really difficult not to pick it up in this situation. But Aachen, they tried to respond with a Queen of Pain pickup, and it's going to give Razor a bit of a hard time in lane. Definitely not going to run away with it.
Yeah. So one of the more standard counter picks. I guess you could Wind Ranger as well, but not very popular here at the moment. Centaur being taken out. I guess they are liking that offlaner after all. The Troll's going to be safely.
5 seconds remaining.
Do you have any idea why people call Funnick the Moon Lord, by the way?
They call him what?
The Moon Lord.
Huh.
I see it spammed in the chat an awful lot whenever Funnick's playing, and yeah, I'm going to try and get some answers, do some digging. I'll get back to you on that.
Huh.
Get my
the only meme I know about Funnick is the 1% meme. That's the only one I know.
What's the 1%?
Do you know this one?
No, I don't think so.
I think when he was kicked from Na'Vi, he had this like rant on Twitter or maybe Twitch where he was calling himself the 1% of players.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. All right, so Batrider is going to be picked up. Pretty popular here. Not particularly good in lane versus the Juggernaut, but you know, always interesting. If you can get that last on the silence before the global, could be super impactful. If you can find the Enigma as well, quite nice. All right, so Batrider Brewmaster lane seems pretty awful to whatever support is going to be in that lane, but the Juggernaut's probably going to be okay. And the final tribe, we're going to find out if this Enigma is a core or not. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, the final tribe, maybe the silencer was just hey, we might pick Drow, and they're not necessarily like wanting to protect the Enigma. But I guess it's nice that you have the Silencer. It is a nice pick. Yeah, it's going to be a support Enigma or support Puck. Who knows? But I think offlane Puck. It's only EG that plays support Puck.
Yeah, Aero does get on the Silencer, Huntskin on the Enigma, so that's going to be the 5 and 4 positions. Jibby on the Razor. Oh, so, I mean, I know they like to switch up their lane sometimes, and I would imagine that Chessie's probably the more confident Puck player, so I think there's still a chance which they put Puck on the offlane anyway.
I love this. They forced the Quap pick. Puck is actually pretty decent versus Quap, and they will have the Razor versus the Throw, so that Throw's going to have an awful lane. The Oracle, cannot dispel that static link. It's also a lane where the Razor, as you said, will be enabled because of that Enigma. Sometimes laning, offlaning as a Razor can be pretty scary. I don't think that's going to be the case here. All right, so I kind of want to give the advantage in the draft here for the final tribe. I think it's pretty interesting the way that they drafted, and the Silencer versus Quap, the Silencer versus Brewmaster Oracle, like all of their heroes can get pretty countered by it. It's really going to be on the Batrider in those big game fights to actually find the Silencer, use the lasso, and get the upper hand for the fights. But, we did say that we think Aachen is the better team. Let's see if they can make up for it.
Alrighty then, well, we have our drafts, we have our game, we have our series set out before it. It is Aachen City Esports versus the final tribe in this lower bracket best of 3 game. The last chance to qualify for the minor begins now. After this, there will be no second chances. Oracle, MVP, like, lost his last match, that's not good. And final tribe, they've got the error on the Silencer. Oh, he won his last match. Alright, that's an easy game for final tribe then.
Yeah, they just won.
Yeah, let's go.
By the way, someone answered your question here. Apparently, strange quote-unquote lunar post.
Yeah, I know what that's about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's the same one you're talking about. It's about the 1% of the lunar facts.
I don't remember anything about lunar. Yeah, I do remember the 1% part.
Yeah, there was nothing about Luna the hero. It was like he was saying like 1% if you are wrong or something, and everybody's I'm sick of the lunar facts. People keep feeding me lunar facts, and only idiots believe, or something like everybody's just lying to me. And yeah, it was.
I see.
It was a trip.
Yeah, everyone has those moments. Now on the set of Aachen.
I mean, I don't think I have.
You don't have your own lunar post, dude? Everyone has one.
I don't have lunar moments. No,
you're missing out.
I'm no moon lord.
All right, so this LeBron Brewmaster, I like this Brewmaster support. I used to love the old Brewmaster support. This one, at first, I felt like his skill set was not good, but Drunken Brawl is actually pretty good. That move speed bonus, you can actually trade with people pretty well. Let's see how it pans out here. Actually, a safe lane Razor.
Yeah, Fun Trap getting a bit funky with the lanes right now. So they really wanted to put this, the Puck? No, not the Puck mid. Puck is still hanging around. Yeah, it is Puck mid. Oh, good.
Okay, I just said safe lane Razor. I don't understand why I said that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Come on, Mark. Just giving us the lunar facts.
I just did my lunar post, so I'm feeling a little strange, but
good.
I'm gonna be Gucci.
All right, well,
so the troll is gonna be metal, and I like this because then he is sure that there's not gonna be any Razor sapping his damage. But that is quite smart.
Yep, we'll see how Chessie does versus V-Tune in this middle lane. That actually just phase shift Nax, which wasn't coming towards him, which is always interesting.
Phase shift level 1 versus troll.
Yeah,
he's not gonna get the range creep there.
It's really hard to dodge these axes though. They're very fast movement speed, but we'll see how
and I'm also like they're not getting the best lane. Oh, they're gonna switch. Okay, that's the play. I was like, the Razor versus Batrider is not a good lane at all. So that's
now that
way better.
Okay, well, it is if you do that.
3 damage.
Yeah. Chessie, meanwhile, he's got the orb, so he can move between lanes super quickly, which is really nice for Final Tribe. They can just kind of minimize their losses when they do these swap-ups here. And we'll see if Aachen try to swap anything up. I doubt they will, though.
So off-lane Quap here. Also, not that great for Juggernaut, but, Jug is just one of those heroes that rarely loses lanes too hard. Enigma just jungling for now. Looks, like that's quite interesting, right? The Jug is so good in this game in terms of not losing any lanes. that they are actually leaving him alone to this point. Well, they just in the silencer, so report me.
Right, just getting warmed up. Get a couple of Lunar facts out there as they throw down the harass onto LeBron. DM up in the top lane as well because they want to make sure V-Tune's on his favorite troll warlord hero. Switching up the roles, but not the heroes. So Chessie's being harassed somewhat by Akanat and Funnick here. He just wants to get into the creeps. Trying to get the CS. Ooh, we'll be able to do so. A little bit of a mispurifying flames there. On Akanat gives Puck that big creep, which he'll be very happy with.
All right. Handskin already level 2. Still jungling through its heart's content here. Looks like the Puck doesn't really need any help in this lane. I guess the Batrider just has to be careful about the orb usage so he doesn't get dove.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't help him, he's not going to do anything in this lane, though. He can't farm versus the Batrider. This is a horrible lane for Puck. This used to be like the hard counter.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough, but I think he can still just sap experience, which could be decent because the trade-off is they do have this Enigma farming. I guess the real issue will come once the Batrider gets level 4, level 5. Then he just has way more damage. Could even dive the Puck if he uses the orb away. Once he gets like boots.
Well, we'll see how Final Tribe choose to continue laning it. I might expect the Sansa to head bottom for a little bit, but as you said, Frost, he's kind of the more important one, and I don't want them to spread themselves too thin and end up, trying to win every lane and instead just losing too many lanes.
True. That's true. That Enigma though, jungling very well. Already level 3 minutes. He's gonna feel pretty strong in a minute or 2. Chessie though, zone out very hardly here. Oh, he actually TP's back. All right.
Who needs a blink dagger? Am I right?
Nice. He actually gets all 3 range
creeps. Chessie with the money might be able to get himself brown boots, which is really nice to have in a Batrider lane. But he's already got the brown boots and the windlace on the Batrider, so Chessie's never really going to be winning that little sprint there, but at least he can actually get away from him once he's used that orb as well. Right now, Funnick is just continuing to chase him down. He's just running away with his creep wave again and again. Chessie coming over. If he throws an orb now, he might get a fair few creeps out of this. He certainly does, but I cannot manage to take the big creep with the Purifying Flames.
Nice. Yeah, it's pretty cool that Funnick is cutting the wave like that because the Puck just hates to last hit under tower. He, very low armor, doesn't have stout shield, but he does have that salve, so for now, it's going to be okay. Handskin's farming so fast. He's already level 4 minutes.
Yeah, he's doing fantastically. And Frost, he's started to slow down a little bit in this bottom lane. The Queen of Pain and Brew started to get some levels and maybe play around with him a little bit as they try and... I'm not sure what this Queen of Pain is trying to do here, actually. I don't know. Yeah,
Question.
Yeah, go.
TI9 is jungle themed. Do you think the jungle is going to get buffed after TI9?
I don't think patch is usually in theme, Bowie.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. But,
I mean,
do you think it will?
I would like to see the jungle buffed a little bit. Just a little. Just a little.
No,
why isn't Enigma the only one that can jungle? Like, only Enigma can jungle.
Yeah, that's a bit of an inconsistency. Well, anybody can jungle if you put the mind to it.
I guess.
Successfully? Well, I don't know, but... Don't be held still by what society believes in you, Bowie. You can do whatever you want.
That is true.
You might end up in low priority, but...
All right, so there's Juggernaut and the Quap actually pretty close in CS. DM, God, winning the offlane.
Yeah, we're big
I would call this a win, actually. But they do have the offlane Enigma, so it's kind of hard to assess.
Yeah, it always puts a bit of a switch on the laning phase, and it's the value the Enigma brings to the game, as they've actually got the Helm of the Dominator already. They're bringing down the Brewmaster pretty quickly here. LeBron's just flat out going to fall. Imagine getting a Helm of the Dominator on the Enigma at pre-6 minutes, and then just coming in and flat out killing the 4 position. That is a dream start to the game for him. He's having a wonderful time.
That puts you in top net worth as the Enigma. He is literally top net worth.
Yep.
All right.
So we want to keep on last hits and denies for a little bit longer, I think, as we know the Enigma's in a weird position because he's been jungling. Yeah, he's had a kill, but everybody else, no real kills happening, not much jungling going on, so you can...
Ooh, it's just a little unfortunate his Helm of the Dominator is gonna, he would love to get that. Actually, he's not gonna die. He might still be able to get a catapult.
Dire's middle tower
that'd be really good.
Let's see if we're gonna get it.
But DM's got a decent amount of wave clear though. It doesn't really seem possible like they can push this out. Oh, 75 gold for that healing ward. Quite nice.
Yeah, that's. But he can keep the catapult, bring it somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't seem to want to though. He's not interested.
Okay, just wants to farm.
Meanwhile, down the bottom lane, that rider,
troll.
he's hasted up and he's coming onto Enigma now. He actually just flat out lassos him and brings him down to the low ground here. Anskin, he's in a real bad position. He's going to pop down the Midnight Pulse, try and get himself away. LeBron's here as well though with a Cinder and the Fire coming out onto Anskin here. There is no escape from this one. They get their revenge. Anskin brought down for 261 gold, going to Funnick.
No, that is pretty good rotation from Funnick already. Looks like he's going for that standard travels from Veteran.
Yeah, Chessie, I mean, he's just kind of existing in this bottom lane right now. Now that Batrider's gone, he still can't really put pressure onto the Oracle, though. Oracle's a very annoying hero for a pack to play against just because he's got this edict ready to roll at all times. But Hanskin's actually seen by Funnick here. Comes out the Firefly. Hanskin's in some real trouble. He does have boots, but with the coil, is that enough to buy him some space? They're both stunned up for the equal amount of time. Hanskin's is going to get flat out run down again. Goodness, now the net comes in. Chessie's still looking for the damage, and he will find the return kill. That is 318 gold going to Chessie, while only 245 going to Funnick there. Equinox also being jumped on though. They hold him back with this Dark Troll Summoner. A couple more right clicks coming in, but Equinox will be able to get himself away now. Heals himself up with those Purifying Flames. Himself nice and peachy to continue laning up versus this puck. But yeah, this is turned around now for Chessie. He's had a really good lane.
One thing that I just noted, the Razor is way behind the Troll. Both net worth and CS. I don't think that should happen.
Yeah, you got dumpstered in lane. Goodness.
Yeah, like that is, usually the Troll can do just fine because of the axes. At least he can get the range creeps. In terms of experience, it's gonna be okay. But the difference is like huge, and he's been jungling for a long time. So most of the CS is even inflated by the jungle creeps. So that's interesting. V2 just owning the Troll. Ooh, Omnislash available.
We're throwing down the damage in the top lane. Looking forward here. Frost really holding off on that Omni, but I guess he can't use onto DM until he's used Blink anyway, so.
Enigma about to get the level 6 here, just farming some Prowlers.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to try and make a play with the Black Hole. Maybe. He has been pretty active so far, to be fair.
Yeah, I think he's going to show himself once the next catapult wave begins. Because then,
yeah, they're going for it, actually. Zibby and Hanskin heading up to top lane with the Black Hole. They want to make a play.
Alright.
Not spotted out by any Radiant wards. As Hanskin will come in from behind here. But this Hellbear Smash is going to let them know that the Enigma's around. I'm surprised he sent that into lane, actually. Oh, it wasn't. It was actually the initial one. My bad,
I was confused as well.
I was confused too. Dropping in the damage, just dropping everything onto the Brewmaster right now. DN can't do anything here, but he's going to blink himself out and get out okay. So LeBron, it's a 4-man rotation for LeBron. That's the 4 position there. He's kind of happy with that one. Meanwhile, the middle tower's taking a couple of hits from V-Tune. There's a double damage at bottom, and the Troll Ward is going to get there, but I don't think there's going to be... Fills on the bottle for Funnick.
Okay. I mean, this throw is so big. Level 10 at 10 minutes, going straight up for that diffusal blade, looks like. But at the same time, top tower did fall. Sonic Wave is available. Yeah, I think they want to force this. They try and defend. There is a lot of damage available for Radiant, and they do have this Oracle nicely positioned.
I don't think there is any defending this, honestly. I think it's a gone tower, I'm afraid. Double damage Troll with point of
rotation with a smoke.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They do have the Enigma here, but
Radiant structures are fortified.
And they have global. That silencer is pretty high level.
Yeah, silencer hitting 6 this early on is fairly pleasant.
No, they're gonna go for another tower. All right.
TM looking to defend this one. They take down the trees, but that will reveal Funnick, who immediately use that lasso, but he gets stomped up by the Centaur, and they'll be able to get that kill. Sonic Wave rips through everybody, but doesn't find a kill. Well, Jibby's in a bad place right now, getting held still. I mean, he's going to try and get the lasso off, but it doesn't do anything. A static link just falls immediately, but a nice coil onto 3. Now the Omnislash to follow up with the stance as well. They're not able to get themselves out of this. They get themselves one. Now looking over towards the Oracle as well. He's got the False Promise, going to go for the TP. No, he's not. He's holding on to it for the time being because they've got the Centaur Stomp available, so Urkanal's just going to accept his fate, trying to heal himself up, but it's just not going to happen. Aira gets that that kill. And LeBron just trying to sit the front lines here. He's going to go for the split. They really want to defend this town. With VG coming in the side, they might very well do that. Hanskin trying to run away. One more axe will be required, but the storm comes in to save the day. Hanskin's going to get out okay. The puck's going to be able to escape as well, but Batrider coming. He's got the boots of travels, running himself forwards. They dodge the purge out with Chessie. He's looking for Hanskin. Funnick wants him. He gets a single charge, dodges out the Molotov. And that's going to be them leaving empty-handed there. A buyback on Oracle. No tower gained by either team, but I think that was a win for Final Tribes. They got themselves a bunch of kills there.
Yeah, for sure, and they don't even commit the black hole. So
5k gold advantage for them right now. I mean, that's a combination of the Enigma jungling, the Juggernaut doing really well, and that fight just turning around for them. Yeah.
All right, so they will go towards the mech route onto the Enigma. I guess they did defend this mid tier 1 tower, and since they are the team with the troll, they want to have the Roshan control. This tower is very important for that, but at the same time, yeah, pretty costly buyback. Actually, I mean, not that much, but it's just a buyback that you didn't get anything in return, so that's not cool. Ideally, they want to use this. Oh, what happened?
I nearly got Manifest once he was TPing out. It was very close.
All right. I really like the interaction with Travels and Brewmaster, right? Being able to Travels in the midst of the fight. It's pretty good. Razor going for the Sanjinyash, it looks like.
Yeah, I like the stage resistance this game. It's pretty helpful versus pretty much everything. Always nice versus the Flaming Lasso, since it's his spell immunity, so BKB doesn't help you against it, but
alright, they're gonna grow up for the tower now.
Looking into it here. Once again, the battle for the middle tower is really fierce this game. Neither team wants to give it up.
Yeah, I like it. It's...
He comes out from the park. The V-Tune just immediately rips off the band-aid there, but it looks like Oracle's going to get chased down. Okanada's dead, and they're looking towards the Queen of Pain as well with that global stance. She will not be able to blink away from that one. She is dead as well. 2 kills for Final Tribe. These middle lane engagements going absolutely perfectly for them.
Wow. And yeah, the power of global, right? The Oracle cannot do a thing there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Trying to interrupt them here, but unfortunately, the Moon Lord will not be able to do anything as the tower falls in the way of Final Tribe. Finally, the battle for the mid tower ends, and Final Tribe are victorious. However, their own tower's pretty unhealthy, so I'm sure it won't be that long before it gets knocked down by someone.
All right, prediction. Will the Silencer get more than 30 intelligence to game?
Yeah, no, actually, because they're gonna start trying to focus him down really harsh, especially when they have this blink on the Batrider. He is the target for the lasso. Once he has blink.
Would you bet a hat for your prediction?
Yeah, I'll put a hat on it. One lovely hat says that he won't get up to 30 intelligence. Okay.
1DX Racer if he gets up to 60, but I would say 30 is possible.
Okay. Okay, of course, the DX Racer is a very big prize. They are wonderful, wonderful chairs, and they are, of course, the sponsors of the StarLadder Miner. So thanks, Barry, for leading us into that well-timed sponsorship.
Frost actually going battle free, huh? Interesting.
Yeah, he's heading towards it.
Drums into battle free. I guess he just found himself in kind of a free game.
Lasso out onto the Queen of Pain. She can't blink away now. Frost is closing the gap. He's got that Omni Slash, and she will be chopped up. DM gets turned into little Queen of Pain steaks.
All right, that early blink, and now he has travels on Chester. So having a pretty good recovery here. Second in after. First in after. Sorry.
LeBron goes down in the top lane.
Okay.
If you were able to eat human meat without any repercussions, say magically someone who didn't have an identity died, completely guilt-free human. Oh, mid lane, Razor. Could be in some trouble. Axe is flying out onto him here. Jibby's being brought down. The ultimate pop from the troll as well, just to rip through his defenses. Razor is gone, and Puck has cleared himself out very quickly.
All right, so human meat.
Human meat, yeah. Back to the main topic of this stream. Yeah, would you eat human meat if you had the chance to?
Oh, for sure. I mean, if I I'm not sure. I would taste it for sure.
Okay.
I'm always down for experimenting new things at least once.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Human
Keep that
meat.
in mind.
Let's go. Now that being said,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
actually, I have a pretty good question since we're talking this topic.
Okay.
But wait a minute, because Chess is being chased down by LeBron. No,
He's
not.
fine. The puck is too hard to catch.
What about insects? You know, I was watching this weird documentary about China and insect eating. Apparently,
Yeah, it's really good for the
popular
economy. Yeah, the insect meat, so it were.
if you had to eat a cockroach or 10, what's it called? That green one with the long legs.
Green one, caterpillars? No, they don't have long legs. They've got very short legs. Oh,
No,
grasshoppers.
we can use
grasshoppers.
Yeah, it's grasshopper. So 10 grasshoppers or 1 cockroach.
10 grasshoppers or 1 cockroach. God. I'll probably go for the grasshoppers. Cockroaches,
Ooh,
I
10 of 'em.
hate cockroaches though. Cassie-chan? He's just cleaning up the creeps. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cockroaches. Like, I remember one time I was a kid, I was on holiday with my parents, and there was this cockroach in our room. My dad comes in and goes, "Oh, don't worry," and he picks up a book off the shelf, I think it was a Bible, and throws it on top of the cockroach, and boom, like this big fat Bible just falls straight down. And then we're like, "Oh, phew, thank God." And then my dad's about to go and pick up the book to, clear up the cockroach, and then like the book just gets like hovers off the ground and starts like moving across the floor. It didn't even kill the thing. It was absolutely fine. But Lasso is out onto puck, trying to wait for the rune here. The ultimate from V-Tune as well. Gonna rip down Chessie, bringing us startlingly back into this game. As V-Tune looking towards Roshan, but deciding against it. They're still pretty nervous off this Enigma. They still got a lot of aggressive potential on the side of the final tribe. 1 kill on their puck will not stop them, especially in a hero as mobile as a puck who can get back into that Roche pit very, very quickly.
It's crazy, like the hero that was supposed to have the worst game, the troll, is actually the highest net worth, even though they are 8,000 goal behind on the side of Aachen.
It's really weird,
That
isn't it?
troll.
Yeah, we're in a strange place right now.
He's actually going Radiance now. What the hell? Okay.
He's looking for it, isn't he?
Alright, I mean, he's in a tough spot, No one in his team actually having a great game. That offlane co-op just didn't work as well. I guess they do have the Zeus Scepter now, so they're starting to build those items to deal with the Silencer, but that's still a position 5 hero, forcing you into an item. It's not particularly good in quality.
Whilst we were chatting there, Frost did manage to pick up his Battle Fury. I think that was around 17 minutes, maybe, Battle Fury. Pretty good timing anyway. So
Yeah, he did stop for the drum, so
yeah, held off a little bit. But yeah, this patch, the average timing for Battle Fury is about 18 minutes and 11 seconds. So that makes it pretty good. Pretty good timing on the Battle Fury, about on average with the drums as well. Got to remember.
Okay, so this game, I don't know. Like, it feels like it's not a 9,000 goal lead, even though we're only 19 minutes in. Not a lot of kills, but it just feels like Aachen, they're not being pressured that much. I wonder if they can.
Yeah, I feel like Final Tribe could be doing more. They're playing very carefully. I'm surprised they haven't tried to play around Roshan a little bit more. They don't have a great Rosh lineup, though, is a problem. All they've got really is a jug with the healing wards. They can eventually get through it. A medallion would be a really nice pickup. Even on the silencer, I think would be the best one to get it.
Let's
see.
And I guess they are gearing up to be aggressive. Oh, double damage. That's pretty good. And they have Blink on the Enigma, so very easy for this.
Yeah, and actually, if you look at towards the black hole cancels on Aachen City this game, there's none. There's the lasso, which is pretty impossible to get off.
Yes.
There's the
Just get
Panda.
Earless. Oh, Funnick.
He wants it, but it's not going to happen. He actually gets silenced up and coiled as well. They're going to town on Funnick here. He's going to get punished for even attempting to look at Roshan. Final Tribe, they get themselves in ages. They're looking really hot this game.
They had a ward there, so Final Tribe quickly able to spot the Bat Trader, trying to steal the Aegis. And now, I mean, I guess now they're playing pretty aggressive. Not only they get that, they still have Black Hole available. I think it was never used this game. And they might force something here.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one.
Radiant's middle tower.
All tower is gone.
Radiance
They can look towards top tower as well. That creep wave is also pushed in.
Dire's bottom
Zibe farming
tower is
nearby.
under attack.
Meanwhile, Chessie looking towards the Queen of Pain in the bottom there. He's picking it out, saying, "Someone come, I can kill this dude." But they just want the objectives, and I'm absolutely all for that. Econart's really in a weird place right now, actually. Surprised they're not taking this tower. Come on, Final Tribe, hurry up.
Top tower is under
Oh, they
attack.
catapult that. That's a shame. They actually find Oracle here. Oracle, he's going to be able to TP himself out though. No cancels on that Razor. Didn't want to pop the ulti just for an Oracle. And also didn't use the static link either, so really kind of holding off on that guy. They're all down at bottom. They really want to make this trade happen, and Funnick is hanging around trying to look for a naughty catch out, but doesn't find it. Tier 1 tower dead, tier 2 dead, so a pretty good trade for Final Tribe, but Frost is going straight onto this high ground right now. He recognizes how strong he is, 11k gold advantage. Spin to just get rid of all those debuffs put on him.
This is weird, they glyphed the tier 2 tower. I think they're baiting Final Tribe in. But they don't really have that much leverage.
Good job about it. DM rolling forwards, Vtune as well. Vtune's actually finished off a Radiance on the Troll Warlord.
Yes, they're gonna smoke up to the side. I don't think they're gonna find anyone. Or maybe they will.
Cinderbrew used onto Chessie there.
Oh no. Doesn't get the lasso.
And now the Malphite comes on to Funnick him, and he can't go for any kind of lasso here. He's just going to have to be forced out of this fight. Jibby just taken to the front lines right now. He's taking a fair few hits though. Look at the debuff stacking up on him right now. He's just going to get burned down and taken out. That was curious. Looked like they're in a great position for a black hole, but I think something was causing it to be on cooldown. And now they've got the Yules onto the Silencer. They should get another one here. He's just going to be dropped as well. Lasso being thrown onto the Silencer. Era's going to fall.
Okay.
Yeah. Aachen.
That was a great fight from the Brewmaster. He actually dispelled the dagger on Funnick, allowing the Oracle to fall later. Just survived because of that dispel. Nicely done there. Okay, I mean, it's a small win for Aachen. I don't think it really changes.
Ross, they actually going with the Malefice. I feel like if they timed the Malefice with the Omni Slash, then they might have been able to go for something with a drum charge used, but would have been a pretty sick play to do that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he does have the Scepter though. So now they're gonna go for the last tier 2 tower here. Pretty aggressive movements. Not aggressive, but no, they're just using their ages. Wow, here still think, maybe a little bit too passive from Final Tribe, but this is the lower bracket. If you lose, you're out, so you might as well play to not lose.
They will take that bottom tower. Final Tribe, they took some hits, but they're jumping right back up again. Onto the high ground they go. Frost leading the charge.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember where I saw this Radiance before, and it was indeed Topson who built this Radiance on the Troll Warlord. I believe it was in a very weird game.
I do think Topson did it once, though.
Yeah.
I kind of remember it. Yeah, like it was OG versus maybe Liquid or Nip for the major qualifiers.
Yeah.
All right.
Trying to remember what the situation was. I think it was like a Morphling and a Monkey King involved. Oh no, that was a Monkey King Radiance game I'm thinking of. But I'm pretty sure he did it on Troll as well. He likes doing it.
Yeah, it was like this Morphling plus something that I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, sometimes the miss chance is pretty good. Stacks up with your axes, and you are a hero that takes a long time to die. So it's usually the reasoning for Radiance. You just want to live for a long time and use the Radiance to do as much damage as possible. Greaves up for Henskin. Looks like they're not gonna play. I mean, are you fine with playing here? I'm slightly worried for Final Tribe. I think they you remember the game that we cast with Nip where they had Londrin? It still feels a little bit
get the
like
kill
that.
onto Jibby. This is my problem though. Final Tribe, like, they're being so sloppy on this game. They've got this Aegis, which now runs out. They didn't really get enough done with it, I feel. Like, they've got the late game covered, but why risk it? Why keep trying and why letting heroes get picked off as well? Like, I have so many questions about this Final Tribe game. You know, they've got all their cooldowns off. They've got every opportunity to just go onto the high ground. They're so much stronger than Aachen City Esports, but they're just not taking advantage of this. And I think this could lead to their distraction. We'll see. Last game they didn't look too hot in the late game.
Alright,
they're going to return kill onto Funnick.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a hit and miss game for him. Got some pickups, but did die a couple of times. I wonder if if this throw, he's actually ended up going for Manta and now BKB. Yeah, I think the BKB is fine. The real problem here is that black hole. There's not much you can do to optimize against it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Frost onto the high ground all by himself.
Oh, finally.
But there's a black hole coming out in the bottom lane. Yeah, they really want to get DM here, and they do get that kill. That does mean no black hole for a while, and with no Aegis, it's probably final tribe not really looking for any aggression again. Beating up here at top. Hanskin TP's into this. He could be in some trouble. He doesn't have a black hole to defend himself. He puts on the Midnight Pulse. He's going to have a Malefice soon. He can get that out before he dies, but die he certainly will. But now V-Tune is in a bad position. The Omnistash is going to come out onto him. Manta's it off, but it doesn't matter. He gets the kill anyway. Tower, guys. Tower, 60 HP. 60 HP. Tower, 60 HP. 60 HP, 60 HP tower, guys. Okay, all right. Here we go. Era's got the plays. Get that. Go. Era. Oh my fucking Jesus. All right.
By the way,
anyway,
only 16 intelligence. So,
Dire's
you know, I'm mad. I wanted him to get more intelligence. It's just they're not fighting.
Oh, Primal Split used, Lasso as well. They've got the Juggernaut caught completely out of position right now. He's got a spin, doesn't have an Omni Slash. Chessie in from behind, actually going pretty deep into this one. The Sonic Wave used to push Frost back into the team. They're trying everything they can to keep Frost alive in this one. The root comes through, purge it off, trying to get himself away. They're going to use the Global Silence as well, but the Yours is already out onto Frost. He's going to need a little bit more help to get out of this one. He's still in a really bad position. Got spin in 2 seconds, but it won't matter. Frost gets brought down, and now Final Tribe need to get themselves away as Era's in behind. He's in really deep here. DM actually finds Puck, but Puck immediately away, and then coming back in. What up, dude? Era's got the right clicks. Can he have the damage? Can he have the sight? Yes, he can. Era gets him. 18. Now LeBron, he's in a weird position here. I'm not sure why he came back into that one. They should have been happy with what they got. They killed the Juggernaut, but they're looking for more. They're running forwards onto the Brewmaster here. LeBron needs to get himself away, but there will not be any escaping from Chessie. Jibby getting... Oh, he's got a Yours. Yeah, Jibby's in a bad place. And now, yeah, Troll coming back into this one. He's going to rip Jibby apart. Meanwhile, Era going for the TP. Root? No. Doesn't get the chance to even attempt a root. But still, very good fight, I guess, for Aachen in the end. It didn't look good at the start, but it looked really good at the start when they killed the Juggernaut. Then they went in and lost 2 heroes, and yeah. A bit of a back and forth.
It's unfortunate that the Roshan didn't respawn right now. The respawn timer is going to work out pretty well for the final tribe. They're going to have Black Hole available and everyone up. The Ayers can actually expect the Roshan. Unfortunately, not up for that throw. And, I mean, this gold advantage, you know, still pretty high, but I'm not convinced that... Do you have the Gaben probability? What's up with...
I do, yeah. There's a 9% chance for Aachen to win this game.
Okay.
So Gaben says, you got it, Final Tribe. Hooray! They deny the tower. Good job, Frost. Keep it legit, my dude.
All right. They do get that one. Sanaster 18 intelligence, so we're getting there. 9%. Well, I guess they do have the late game covered, right? You know, the Enigma is gonna be huge. They don't have a lot of black hole cancels. They don't want to go Aetherlands on this bad trader. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one. I think you might go Aetherlands after the BKB though. I think there's definitely value if you can, you know, BKB lasso the black hole.
Coin for me.
Yeah, it's an option. It's an option.
It's 2,000 gold.
Yeah, it's not much, is it? Maybe it's worth doing.
Yeah. How much is the cost range here? It is fairly small, but with extra. Oh, the theta range on Scepter. Okay, the normal. The first lasso with Aghanims, I don't think gets amplified. You don't get more cast range on that one. Anyways, Roshan about to spawn, and the final trap, they're right beside it, so I think it's going to be another Roshan.
Yep, they have the vision on it as well. This little Alpha Wolf hanging out, playing Scout, and they're going to get themselves in. Hanskin hanging around the back, sending those Eidolons in to work. Oh, do you see that? It's cheeky. He demonically converted his own Eidolon. I didn't even know he could do that.
Yeah, you can. You can. So, like, there was a time, I think, that you could Roche with Enigma. Like, you could just jungle Enigma, get a medallion, and Roche. And when they multiply, you actually have enough of a cooldown to cast the Eidolons on the Eidolons, so you could just like solo Roche as an Enigma. It was pretty dope.
Sonic onto the high ground, gets a lasso off onto the Juggernaut. This is a huge target. Where's the follow-up? Hanskin is here, but his Blink Dagger's already been cancelled. He blinked over to the fight. It's actually on cooldown. Omni Slash comes down, but it's onto the false promise target. Ekanat will happily take this whole thing. Frostnine running himself away on the sidelines. Meanwhile, the Queen of Pain's gone in a little bit too deep. Her team can't catch up with her. Instead of even being used, she's going to turn around and use the ultimate, but she will die for that. Funnick also seeing what he can get. Meanwhile, where is this Juggernaut? Well, he's chasing with Jibby onto V-Tune here. V-Tune losing all of his damage and might be losing his health soon afterwards. Got the BKB, trying to go for the TP out, should be able to do at least that. They don't have enough damage to bring him down inside the BKB. Meanwhile, over on the backside of the fight, Hanskin's getting jumped by the Batrider here. He's not going to be able to... Oh, he is actually the Healing Ward. The Healing Ward's going to keep him alive, and there's going to be a TP out there. Maledict not coming in time, but still, it's a final tribe win as they take down 2 heroes and now look towards Roshan. No troll yet. He's coming back over to the pit, but I don't think they have a chance to interrupt this. I think this belongs to final tribe.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Roshan. It's pretty rough, you know. That was a great lasso ultimate, but it just didn't have the damage. The false promise did buy time, but even with all of those good things happening, they couldn't even kill a hero. They are lacking a lot of damage, it seems, on the side of Aachen. That troll is really the only hero doing damage. They do have a Quap, but she didn't have the greatest game. You know, behind the Batrider here in farm priority. Getting pretty bad. And look at the items of the Quap, right? Oh, nice lasso.
They've got themselves a cheeky kill onto Hanskin here.
Yeah, she had to itemize so defensively. You have Loduzar plus Zeus. That's like 7,000 gold of pretty much no damage item. This is rough.
Alright, so...
I think you're gonna have to... I'm sorry, go on.
I was just saying, V-Tune going for the Skull Basher now. Which feels okay, but V-Tune still feels very ineffective in these fights. I feel like he needs a way to get away from this Razor. Like, I think his supports need to build 4-staffs, which is kind of weird. The Brew and the Oracle need to have one right now.
Yeah, they do have this Glimmer, which, you know, serves a similar purpose, but yeah, the first staff would be...
break the static link.
Mm-hmm, yeah, that's
the
the problem.
thing. When you're against a Razor, I feel like it's really on the 4 position to get himself a 4-staff, or even the Batrider could be buying one as well. But no one's doing it. No one wants to blink.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Quap doesn't want to buy 4-staff. Batrider usually wants to, but he is forced into this BKB because of the global. Like, everyone is having to itemize against the global, and it's only position 5. I think that the Silencer is kind of winning them the game just by existing.
He's definitely a huge factor, no doubt. Puck with this level 3 Dagon down here in the bottom lane, just pushing out, looking to pop some fulls. 600 damage, 700 range, pretty nice.
All right. So, what do you think will be harder? Eating an entire DX Racer chair, or eating 2 headsets? No, that's a dumb question. Wait a minute. Maybe eating a monitor.
Eating a monitor or a DX Racer chair. Well, problem is the DX Racer chair is made out of such fine ingredients that it's very difficult to break apart and actually try and chew up. So I'd have to say the entire monitor for that reason alone. I would get a lot of shards of LED screen in my mouth, but you know, there's no chance my puny mouth could bite through. You know, DX Racer can stand up to 30 years of heavy daily use. I don't know if that's true. Don't quote me on that.
All right. Yeah, I think I don't know though. The monitor. All right, let's go on with the advertising. I do the chair is made with fine ingredients. They are smoking back to the top tower, and they're gonna lose a lot of. I mean, I don't know. Aachen, they are looking pretty lost in the game.
Oh, Chessie actually finds Batrider in the trees as well. No lasso for Yo, as Juggernaut just trying to get to work here. He's got his Lincoln still on him, about to run out, but it's impossible for him to jump in with that Lincoln. So Frost is dropping kind of low to this one. Still has that Aegis, so don't forget. As Sonic Wave is even popped for this one. She doesn't have an Aghanim, so that's 120 seconds without a Sonic Wave. I feel like Final Tribe can take advantage of that, but again, they're backing out. They're going for the shrines.
So passively.
This is yeah, there's safe and then there's I don't know, I feel like this is so slow, but I guess after last game
of Alliance on the majors, like where they were playing insanely passive.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared for them right now, but we'll see what they can pull off. Still by no means behind.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hanskin. Or
this cheeky one, or maybe it's the Batrider who's the one in trouble. They're actually trying to get the spell on him. He's up on the cliff, but they will surround him and bring him down. Final tribe. They're going to kill the Batrider. Surely they at least get the buyback for this. Yep, looks like Frost is heading towards the top lane to push in themselves in, but they've only got 45 seconds left on this Aegis.
Yeah, that's true. And the Quap is cutting the wave. Don't know if this is going to be enough, but
they got 2 waves with them. They're fine. There's a buyback on the Batrider, and they're backing themselves away. Really? Really?
Oh my God.
They're looking for the cheeky. Actually, they're turning it around. The Batrider dropping really low to the Dagon pop. He's not going to be able to get a lasso off on a nice black hole coming through, but it's only going to get the Brewlings and the Batrider inside of it, so maybe not that nice. Beaching being controlled up as well. Should be running forwards, keeping on that leash. 200 damage taken away, plus a little bit more. Meanwhile, Funnick is finally finished off by Jibby, and that's a dieback from him. LeBron, he's in the trees. Olympus coming forwards. Quap coming in. DM going deep for this one, but he might get caught out by Frost. There's the silence. There's the Dagon. There's the damage coming through from Frost, but he manages to put himself up with the Lotus Orb and get himself away. Is that his own Lotus Orb? It certainly was. DM loves the silence. Goodness. Jibby. Oh, there's a cheese. He was baiting it out, baiting V-Tune into him, but the Omni Slash actually gets purged off by the Mantis Style once again. And now Jibby's kind of held back on the backlines here. The Razor's dropping low. He doesn't have a cheese anymore. And it's getting taken to the front lines. V-Tune's just running forwards. He really wants to try and kill this Razor. He's running through everybody to try and get this one. Certainly will. Now pops the ultimate and turns on to Puck. Puck's in trouble. The Sonic Wave's going to finish him off, but now it goes on to Frost as well. Frost needs to get himself out as also. They now run out of BKB on V-Tune, run out of ultimate as well, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter as Era's going to get beaten down for V-Tune, getting so low, but still fighting off. And accidental GG there from Chessie. Handskin chased into the tree. V-Tune finds a hit. Gem dropped on the floor. Final tribe lose 4 heroes. And DM say no problem. Alright, so accidental GG. No one's going to get pedantic about it.
That's so crazy. The Tro had minus 175 damage in that fight, and still he was able to kill everyone.
Yeah.
I guess the Radiance also makes sense because at least he has the Radiance when the Razor is stepping the damage. Whereas, if he had any other damage items, wouldn't be that effective. He is level 25. He's looking pretty fly here. They might be able to get a tier 2 medal.
He's not chilling out, is he? He's just running straight in. Meanwhile, the win probability, it says there's a 4% chance now for Aachen. It hasn't gone up yet. Might go up in a little bit, I'm not sure. So Gamen still doesn't believe.
Alright, so that is the first tier 2 tower that they actually game. What a rough game that he had. The Razor, constantly stepping the Tro just makes this game very hard for them to play, since the Tro is the only hero that is farmed, very farmed on the side of Aachen. But yeah, they're starting to get some more items. The Aghanim Scepter is now up for the Quap, so Sonic Wave will be available and readily available, I think. Enigma though, Giga farmed. Lincoln's on the way. BKB, GPM Talon going.
Yeah, not really seeing these clutch black holes coming out though, like just onto the small targets last time. Funnick and the Brewlings, it's not really that valuable.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like with such a huge lead, they were supposed to just take that fight and win the game, but I guess some small mistakes and a very farm troll on the side of Aachen, just giving them not an edge, but they're fighting on equal terms against a 20,000 goal lead. So
that's the thing. It doesn't feel right.
And now they're gonna pressure top here. Looks like that's gonna be a lot of damage. That's a dead tower.
Ooh, one team gets the illusion rune, one team gets a double damage rune. That's interesting.
Double damage top. Oh, let's check the Roche respawn timer here. If they can get this Roche.
No, I wouldn't think so. They're already on their way on Final Tribe.
2 seconds. Oh, that's a smoke, by the way.
Damage. V-Tune gets it. Roshan's going to be up in 1 minute 40 seconds. So quite a medium respawn time. So go in and get the lasso off onto the Razor. It's a big target to get. Hanskin comes in, throws down the Midnight Pulse, but doesn't throw down the BKB. He's coming to the high ground here. Wants to be able to catch them out. They've actually just straight up killed Funnick. 75 seconds without Funnick. Yeah, Gem is a little hefty loss as well, actually, this game. When you're battling for map dominance like this, Gem makes a huge difference.
Alright, so 1 minute for the Batrider to come back, 1 minute for Roche, so at least they will have Funnick. But it is looking pretty rough here. And that's the problem, right? You were talking about the force
DM, he's in some trouble. He's been leashed up, and we'll be able to finally blink away now that it's gone.
Wait,
Chessie,
what? Chessie's
Chessie, what are you doing, buddy? Where are you? You're lost right now.
Give them in some privacy.
Blink over. Blink over. Okay, they're giving up.
Okay.
They don't care. Meanwhile, the Juggernaut was trying to get to the high ground. Bashed up by the troll on the ranged form. Very rude.
Question.
Yes.
If you attack with a ranged troll and you swap back to melee as the projectile flies out and you have a basher, do you get the better percentage, or is it still a range?
It used to be that case. I know that it used to be. I don't think they fixed it either. So yeah, I think you do.
Because I saw a range bash there, and I wonder if he switched back to melee. I couldn't click in time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I know that used to be the case, and I don't know if they fixed it since then.
I will look it up after the game chat.
Meanwhile, it's a smoke up. Aachen, they've got plenty more fight left in them. Running themselves forwards. Jibby actually pops the smoke of the Batrider. Running up onto the high ground here, but they've got him caught out on this high ground once again. Funnick always never prepared for the vision they've got. They're trying to blow him up quickly, but they won't be able to do so. The false promise even being used on the Funnick there. Meanwhile, Troll Warlord, he's in deep. He's got that ultimate ticking through now. Hanskin's in some trouble. It's a Black Hole Carrier, but he's gone. Immediate buyback from him. He's going to TP back to the Shrine. Now the Omni Slash coming through onto the Troll Warlord. He is going to drop. Does have buyback, and down goes the Oracle as well. They're all just dropping like flies. V-Tune, Econaut, Funnick, they're all dead. Well, LeBron being chased down as well. Chessie and Jibby are giving chase. He's pretty fast with this Drunken Brawler. Turning around to Jibby, trying to play it around here, but it's not going to happen. Lightning will find him. The buybacks are coming in, though. In comes DM as well, throwing out these daggers, but they just want to get some damage off from this tower. They want to take down this tier 3 tower, which is defending their high ground, and now they move on to the barracks. There's no Oracle, there's no Batrider, but there's still 3 heroes up on the side of Aachen, but it's so hard for them to defend this. DM running in, just throwing in the Scream. They want to get the Mega's final tribe.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get it. This is just too big of a lead, and just such a weird game. Like, you have this Troll versus Razor. The Troll wins the only lane that that Aachen was not supposed to win, but all the other lanes were so bad, and they had this Enigma. So they just, they have an extra core. They can keep on farming, has GPM talent, whereas Aachen, when they are in this...
There's 14 seconds until the Batrider's up. They're trying to delay Final Tribe's retreat until the Batrider comes back into this fight. They still have
buyback on the
this
Enigma,
black hole. You've got to be cautious about this if you are Aachen. Final Tribe, though, they back themselves away. Still feeling very, very nervous.
I think they're just going to Roche.
Yep, the big boy is up now. It's reached the timer. They can get into this pit. Frost leading the charge. Even Illusion Rune going to help out, maybe with the scouting.
Oh, E-Blade on Puck. You get that 420 GPM.
Dank. E-Blade and Dagon on a Puck. That's a lot of burst potential. And he's actually going to see Funnick right here. Me trying to blow him up. Oh!
Coil wasted.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad coil, honestly. But, 40-second cooldown, not so bad. Especially with the Arcane Rune. Brings down to 42, yeah.
You were talking about the lack of Force Staff, and like every fight that we saw was literally the Batrider jumping someone, getting Maleficed with Midnight Pulse, being forced to use Scepter and dying. If he had a Force Staff, that would be so different, but he feels forced into this BKB EU Scepter. Oh my lord, Rapier on the Troll.
On the Troll. Goddamn, V-Tune going to town. He wants to turn this game around. Is it enough to appease Gay Ben? That's my question.
Well, I mean, usually with Static Link, you're going to lose 250 damage. Just buy a 330 damage item. Yeah. Problem solved.
Maths checks out.
Okay, so... I mean, I actually think this could be huge. If he just... what happens if he just jumps to the Enigma?
No, he's in trouble. They're even going to pop the black hole for this one. He's got a refresher shard, so he don't care. And Skin lays down the big hole and brings down DM.
That was
Frost, he's got the butterfly.
Right.
There's a refresher shard popped.
If the Troll just jumps the Enigma, I think they can actually win this fight. They don't have buyback on the Enigma. That's all he has to do. Just jump him, lucky bash, GG.
We'll see what they can pull off here. He doesn't actually have any form of jump, though. He doesn't have...
he does have the blink.
Yeah, he's had that one again. Lasso comes out. Never mind. They don't need the blink. They got the Enigma just held still, but they actually Ethereal Blade him up, trying to save him there. But there's so much damage coming out. Hanskin gets the BKB off. He gets a black hole onto V-Tune. No ultimate for you. There's a Rapier on the deck. Chessie is looking at it. He's looking at it. He swaps out the bottle. The Funnick comes in and grabs it, but he will not be making it out with that loot. That's going to go into the hands of Chessie. There's no buyback on the Troll either. As a GG well played is called in this game. It was a valiant attempt, but the black hole came out before the Rapier could be used. and that will put an end to Aachen City's game number 1. But they do have game number 2 still to go, and possibly a game number 3 if they can win that. So a full series still to be played in this best of 3 matchup. A great first game as the Final Tribe, a little bit slow for our liking, but they did finish it up in the end. Just, you know, feeling very, very cautious, I should say, in this match.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like I still don't have an opinion about this game. Like, everything didn't happen as it should happen. Like, as you mentioned, no force staff, weird lanes. I'm not even sure if Aachen knows what happened, but I think they played the best that they could considering all the situation. But the draft from Final Tribe was really good, right? Yeah. We saw that Razor, they get the quad, but they're like, oh no, we're gonna pick Puck on chassis, and they mess with the lanes and really allowed the Enigma to freeform the entire game. So that was pretty good. And yeah, just ban Razor. Aachen, they have to get back at banning the hero.
Yeah, it's clearly their one of their problems. In this current patch, they've banned the Razor like 75% of their games. They let it through and they lose. So let's get back to them on the ban cards. And game number 2, Aachen. Hopefully they get a slightly better draft themselves and kind of have a different game style. I want to see DM back on these heroes which do different stuff. Like, I don't think Coin of Pain is a real DM hero. Let's get him back on the Bristle, on the Sand King. Find out something he can have some fun with. And yeah, looking forward to game 2 and hoping that Aachen can pull a bit more out of the bag against Final Tribe in the next matchup. We're going to throw it over to a quick break and then we'll be back with the second match here in the StarLadder EU Qualifiers. My name is Nomad, he's Bowie, and see you in a sec.
All right, bye-bye.